The Nebraska Zephyr is one of the most famous preserved streamliners in the Midwestern United States. Located in Union, Illinois, the Nebraska Zephyr occasionally runs on the Illinois Railway Museum's tracks. On August 13, 2023, we were on hand at Illinois Railway Museum's Diesel Days to ride the train. We're riding the first trip of the morning, which would be hauled by a Burlington route SD24. On board, we would take our seat in the rearmost position of the Parlor car and watch the Wisconsin Central SD45 on an engineer for an hour run. We were lucky enough to secure seats furthest back in Juneau, the observation lounge. This car contains swivel seats as well as a small lounge area at the rear which has 6 armchairs and a couple table areas. With the train loaded, we depart the station heading eastbound. As we depart, we'll pass by the coach train, which had just been brought in with the Chicago Northwestern SD40-2 and Chicago Northwestern SD50. The Nebraska Zephyr is an articulated streamlined train set originally built for the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy Railroad. The preserved set includes a power car / coach, 2 coaches, a diner, and an observation lounge in which we are sitting. The locomotive that normally powers the train is EMD E5 number 9911A. This is a CB&Q E5 and is named Silver Pilot. However, as noted, our trip is being powered by a CB&Q SD24. The train set was purchased by a museum member in 1968, and in 1969, E5 number 9911A was donated as well. This train set has been used at IRM for almost its entire period of being on site. At this point, we also get a view of the Chicago Northwestern Pullman bi-levels, as well as the Lake Superior Ishpeming and Green Bay Western RSD 32 on the left. Taking another look, we can get a better look at the Bullet Eng lounge and the recliners. Here we can see table seating on the left and one of the swivel chairs on the right. We're seated in the 6 armchairs in the rearmost portion of the lounge. As we roll through the Illinois countryside, you can really see why this would have been a popular car on the Nebraska Zephyr. It gives a great view of the land as we roll by. At the passing siding on the east end of the line, we would meet the caboose train being hauled by Minnesota Transfer Railway number 200. After completing a quick brake test, the train begins to shove back west with the lounge car in the lead. Here we take a quick look at the lounge seating. Here we can see the armchair, including the one that I have been occupying for this trip. Taking our turn in the siding, we would meet the coach train being hauled by the pair of Chicago Northwestern EMDs.
That's Alex. Wow. That's
Taking a turn in the swivel seat, we can see that the windows are somewhat clouded. While not a bad view, we can definitely see that the bullet end observation was the best view in the train. After our about 40-minute ride, we would arrive back on the Illinois Railway Museum grounds. Upon arrival, we would pass one of the diesel sheds as well as the Chicago Northwestern Pullman bi-level train, which was being hauled by a Metra F7 and Chicago Northwestern F7 today.
Line in Station 1 so far. So far, because I can't see the others.
With our ride complete, we would walk down the car taking a look at all the swivel seats towards the front of the car. Total capacity of this car was 34 seats. Before we step off, we take one last look at this true classic American Streamliner. Off the train, our ride is complete. Thanks for watching. If you liked this train ride video, do not forget to subscribe for future rail fanning videos.